Hi there everyone, a little bit late tonight. I was going to do this earlier and things have happened, so a little bit late. So I'm going to keep it short this evening and then we'll do another one a bit longer tomorrow. So first of all, what I want to do is three of the dies that are in the show on Sunday, Leone. So I just wanted to go through these with you today. So we've got the cathedral die set. This is the bouquet, and then I've also got the striplet die as well, which is the single rose, which is lovely. It always reminds me of Beauty and the Beast. I love this one. I love them both. You know, if you know me, I love my roses. I love my foamer and roses and what have you. So I had to do a rose collection. And then we've got the floral striplet, another one that's gorgeous. That well, you can make that look like anything. I think it's quite oriental. Sorry, I've got the lights on because it's dark now. So yeah, this is very oriental. I haven't got one up there. I thought I'd find one. So with the roses, the two rose dies, I designed these so you could use them with parchment. We all know that with parchment you get the awful glue showing through. You know, if you get a little bit of glue on, you can really see it from the front. So I wanted you to be able to use parchments with these, but without using glue. And obviously you can use your designer papers as well, your own papers, but you don't have to use glue if you don't want to, although you can. They also look fantastic paper pieced. You know, if you cut these out, these look lovely. I did it in black actually. I did a black rose, just the two and the rosebud. I put a lovely background. I should have brought that in as well. Not organised at all today. So I'll probably get that out tomorrow and I'll show you. That looks lovely with parchment, and then with the black as well, black and white, and then a nice black and white sentiment. So what I'm going to show you today is how to attach them. Using the special tabs that are built into the die design. So with this, what I've used the Rainbow River from Clarity, the designer papers, and I've chosen, they're gorgeous. I mean, I should really flick them through to show you. Really lovely, stronger design on the front, and for the back you've got a more muted tone. They also come in parchments, which is stunning as well. You know, you've got your lovely tones of green, oranges and reds, really fiery. Some lovely ones. These look lovely with the swimming dolphins. There are another couple of dies that'll be on Sunday, the swimming dolphins and the dancing dolphins. So that's really nice for that. Really volcanic, that is. You know, it's just lovely. The patterns and the colours and the depth and dimension that you get in those really add to your project. If doing a fast project, or you know, whatever, you know, this takes out a lot of the hard work really, because they're all done for you. I mean, we always have fun making our own, and there's the I'll show you the back as well, and that's the Rainbow River. These are the 8x8 ones. So I've cut out a piece of the design card, and I've done this. I cut out the die just into a black card, and this is, I'll tell you exactly, it's 6.5 by 6.5, so that's a 6.5 square inch card. I've cut out the die. This I did through the small Gemini Junior. How I've done that, I've just placed the die face down onto, let's just show you easier. There's some glue on the back of the die and it's stuck to the paper, unfortunately. I only just cut this out this morning, ready to do it, and then, so yeah, I've placed that onto my card, and then I folded it, so then that all went through my machine like that, and then opened it again. So you can do all of these on a small die machine. So there's my piece of paper, and I've shaped it so that I've got the red coming through onto the roses, and then the greeny colour down there. So on the design, not ideal chosen the colours, have I? I'll just put a piece of white behind it. So that's your design before you put the paper in. So that would be a nice black and white design. And then you could paper piece. So if you imagine this is parchment, and then just paper piece like red or black, or like red would really stick out, wouldn't it, on that? And then we've got the little tabs into the design as well. You can see that they just fold back like this. And all you do, it's ever so simple, make sure you've got your card the right way around. Well, this is going to be tricky showing you. So what I always do is I get my first corner. You can see that, first corner. It's going to be hard to show. Let's start again. Right, so we get our first corner. So corner to corner, it slips under all of those, and just slipped out. So just once you get the two corners in, it is easy. I'll do it like this way to show you, and then I'll take it out and do it and show you how easy it is to do when you actually, let me just get the two corners in. Alright, so you slip that. Right, so there's your first, that's into your first piece. Then on the opposite side, you get the corner in. And the corner in there. So that is your first part. So that shows you that is easy, even though I'm trying to do it back to front. Now on this side, we want to just get that first piece, the first tab, there we are, the first tab in, and then the rest follows quite easily normally. There we are, that's that piece. And then if we come around here, oh, this is exactly what happened on the show, isn't it, when I did it on the show before. Right, there we are. So once you got that in, it is fairly easy to do. This is me making a right pig's ear of it. Scrunching up the paper as much as possible. There we are. Right, so there are all the tabs in for you there, and that is as simple as it gets. Even though I've made that look tricky. And then on the back you've got you can literally put the, so that holds in completely on its own. The tabs are strong enough, so if I just, it's just these four corners here, this corner, and this corner. So I usually put the first corners in to get that first piece and then work back. So I'll take this out and I'm just going to show you literally how quick it is when you're actually doing it in front of you, because it is a lot easier than I've made it look. Now I'm getting shaky now. Yeah, so that's the first lot in. That's the second piece. Third. Just caught on the outside on the other side there. There. There and there, and that's there, there and there, and there we are, and that's done. So just crinkle that back, and that makes the design a lot larger. So now you've got the extra holes around the side, corner to corner, and I've just noticed that that corner's popped out. Caught on that side now. There we go. There we go. And there's your card. And just made it look 100 times worse than it actually is. But you know, that is nice. It's a nice, really very fast card. You know, it's literally running it through and then cutting your card. And then I did the dice striplet earlier. That one I've used exactly the same paper. I just positioned it just to mark, and that gives you that look there. Alright, so if you've got these dies, you'll know yourself that they are a lot easier than I've just shown you to use those. But then obviously as well, if you want to, you can just use your glue, but because of them being lovely with parchment, I wanted to put something in there extra so that you could use it without any glue at all. Alright, so that's those. So that's the rose bouquet die and the rose bouquet striplet die. And I'll put those aside. Now, I am just going to do a quick card, but it is going to be fairly fast. For this one I'm using the Trisky dies, and what I've done is on a piece of blank paper I've just cut out my die, and I've not going to use that at the moment. I've got a piece of A5 card, and I've just cut ½ an inch off the top. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to stick this to here, and then we're going to make ourselves a mask to design through on that. So I'll just give myself a little bit of a spray. Whew, it has been a day. It's you know, one of them days where you get everything, or you sort of get everything planned, but nothing quite works out how you planned it. So we all get days like that. I had everything almost ready, and then just one thing led to another, and then before you know it, it's the, you know, time's getting on. It seems to get to about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and then the whole day's gone. So yeah, I position that over my card, and what I'm going to do is use some little mini smoothies, pick 3 colours that are close together. So if we go for fossilised amber, aged mahogany, and wild honey. So we go for, yeah, they're sort of similar tones there. So we've got the fossilised amber, fossilised amber, wild honey, and then we've got the aged mahogany. And then I'm going to get on. So use the fossilised amber first, and I'm just going to blend that from the top of the card, I think. I haven't used these little mini ones before, so hopefully they'll... No, I think I've chosen the wrong card as well. So let's just show you some dreadful blending by the look of it. So I'm just going to blend my first colour down and sort of blend it out. So that's my first colour, so I've kept it quite heavy but blending through. And then with the next one I'm going to blend from the other way. Slightly deeper colour here with the wild honey. I'm going to use my darker colour from the bottom up. so this will cover where I'm going to start, because I'm going to start midway, which is going to leave a line, but then we're going to get rid of that with the aged mahogany. So if I start about there and go along. This is giving us quite a bit of texture as well through here, and I know what I've done. I've put the lids on the wrong distress inks, so I've actually used my deeper colour and then my lighter colour. So why have I done that? That's stupid, isn't it? So let's get on with the aged mahogany. It's going to be one of them evenings as well, isn't it? Gone a little bit red now as well. I'm going to open this one. This one looks as though it's, I thought that was going to run out. I'm sure we all get days like this. Oh, that's better. Oops. Very, very, very juicy, that. So I'm going to give myself a lot of texture and get some lines going through there. Bring it right up. There we are. And then we've got quite a nice effect going on there, even though I wasn't aiming for that, with that very wet ink. So obviously that's your bottom. So we've got that like a really nice rich sunset going up. We've got some nice texture going across, which works well with that. And then stamp wise, I didn't look for some stamps. So let's see what we've got available. Haven't got the ideal stamps that I would have used. I'm wondering if the tree could look nice in that from the Spent in Time. So I've got my black around. Look. Yeah, I think that'll look quite nice. And a nice sentiment. Yeah, I'll put my sentiment on last, and I might just use the large tree here. Let's see where it's going to go. Yeah, I think just about there. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. What I was going to do is have like one of the leaves from the Elaine did a card similar. I did one similar to this I think last year sometime. I'd used the retro leaves, and I wanted something like that. I'm just wondering if I could use that instead. Not sure now. Crafting on the hoof here. So that could go like that, and then I'm thinking that might suit this one from the, so that one is from the True Friends, and then the sentiment I want to use is what you see is only half of what there is. I'm just thinking that I'd like to put that over my card there. I'm not yeah, so I think that's what I'm going to do. I think that'll suit it quite well, and I'll use the stamping platform then for this instead. This is completely different from what I was planning, because that's what how crafting goes, isn't it? You can come up with one idea and then completely different. You end up with something completely different. There we are. So, and I want this black because I want it to be really, I want it to real kick out. Now in the in that stamp set there's 2 leaves. I've made one solid. Sorry, I haven't positioned this camera very well. I keep going out of shot for you. Oh, sorry, I've got that magnet in the way now. Oh dear, what disastrous. Yeah, I'm just going to stamp that a couple of times because I've left the paper in and it's not quite catching. There we are. Yeah, so make sure when you've got your magnets you haven't got them in the way of the ridge here, because it stops the stamp going down. Good, isn't it, me telling you how to check things, and I don't. Yeah, it stamps really lovely now. It stamps first time, and I'm doing it on a bit of copy paper to get rid of my ink. I made the mask that I did there. It's that other super smooth paper because I couldn't find any of my copier paper. It's slightly thicker, so you'll know from when you craft at home, when you stamp with slightly thicker paper and you've got a mask on, you do tend to get a little bit where it misses off. So I'm going to just peel that off. And then that gives us this. So it looks really deserty, doesn't it, that? I really like the background effect on that actually. And then I'm going to finish that off with a sentiment. Now I'm not sure if I wanted it half off and half on, or yeah, I think there'd be nice. So let's get that. I'm not going to do the tree anymore. Pop that back before I get ink everywhere, because that's bound to happen now, isn't it? Just take that off. There we go. Oh, that's lovely and straight. And that is what how I'd leave that. But I would do something around the edge, probably with the marker. Just to, I haven't got one here. Actually, what would be nice. Yeah, there's you with your black. But what I would do, I haven't got a piece of paper here now. If you want to do a card like this with not as many mistakes as I've done today, what I do is when you make your mask, just make it so that you leave yourself a little bit of gap. Actually, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Just bear with me 2 seconds, because I'm just going to show you what I do. Just spray that quickly. And handily, this is slightly less than the card. So I would It's not going to be 100% straight, but this card's been so... Right, so when you do your mask, so pretend this is your Trisky mask, cut it so you've got a very small edge all around your card, using the same colours. So we're going to do the aged mahogany first. And then get our wild honey. And then just a little bit of the fossilised amber, just so that it blends through on the lighter pieces. So just don't be definite with that, because obviously you haven't got a definite border. Just turn that around just so that you can get the ends. And then just quickly go through again. There we are, and then make sure these are right on the right ones this time. Always check your lids. I have an awful habit of getting too many inks out and then popping them all on the wrong ones. So there we are. So first of all, we've got the edged card now, so we've got like a faux matte and layer there. And then, just to bring out the sentiment and your stamp, back that onto your black. There you are. So that gives you the idea, and that is, you know, a very quick card again. So 2 quick cards again for you today. And I will love you and leave you. I'm sorry about the disaster, but you know, I'm sure you had fun as well. Crafting's about fun, isn't it? And that's what we're all about. So yes, so that's today. So today, just quickly recap. We've got the Regal Rose Dies, the bouquet die, and the striplet. They also come with the edging die as well. I forgot to tell you that. So you've got the edging die, so you can actually take it out of your card as well. And also another thing I didn't mention is, if you snip, you can snip all the leaded light part, and then you've got your rose on your own. You can use that as a topper, which is great as well. And obviously you can do the same with that one as well. Just snip the leaded light, or the leaded parts, the leading, and then it's not great light, is it? There we are, and there we are in the light as well, so you can see it a bit better. Alright, so that's that. Hope you enjoyed it. This is what I wanted to do. Right, so your scrap. I don't know how many of you have trimmed down your black paper to make your black cards, and you end up with hundreds of bits of black card. I usually put them in an envelope, which turns into an envelope, 2 envelopes, 3 envelopes, and then a box. And also the same with the designer papers. And I decided the best thing to do, so this is a great tip, get all your little black pieces of card that you've got, don't throw them away. Same with your designer papers, matte and layer them, and then just go through. So I mean, all these are different sizes, and I've just chosen sentiments that would fit to the pieces of scrap I've got. So these are all stamps I've got from all the collections. So you've got Good, Beauty, Ace, things like that. So I've got loads of these popped in a box, and then what I'll do is I'll go through, like, let's have a quick look. So let's have a look what goes with that. Probably the only one I haven't got one of. Let's have a look, is there any more? This one there, right, so surely that might go with that one. So, you know, you've got a nice sentiment that would go nicely with that. That one says, surely we can do for one day that which seems impossible for a lifetime. And that's a lovely sentiment. Create from within. It's the journey that makes us who we are. So this is a fantastic way of using all your scrap bits of black card or white card, and then you just have a box full of all these sentiments stamped. And I mean, I use a lot of the designer paper when I'm crafting, so I have lots of little scrappy pieces, and there's no way I'm chucking it away. So just stamp loads of sentiments and then back them onto black card, put them away, and then you know you're definitely going to use them. So that is definitely it for now. So what I've got to tell you, nothing today. Tune in for Leonie on Sunday. She's going to do a fantastic show. I know she is. The samples from the design team are absolutely fantastic. So yep, that's it. Don't forget, if you want anything from the Craftascope Etsy store, then I've given you the voucher for 35% off. Thanks 35, that's the code you put in. That'll give you 35% off everything. Thanks ever so much for all your support, and hopefully I'll see you again tomorrow. Okie dokie, take care, see you soon, bye.